Hi everybody, welcome back to Vlogust day 20. Today I am going to be talking to you about 5 things that I learned while I was in college. And these aren't going to be like typical things or like lessons that I learned. It's going to be life stuff that I learned that I don't know if anybody else, well, not everybody has to learn it, I don't think. But so the first one, I guess some of these are no-brainers, but I want to kind of reflect on my own experience at college since I just graduated in May and I've been out in the real world for about 3 or 4 months now. 3 months, because it's only August and I got out in May. So my first one is, when you get there, learn good study habits, because even now I do not have any developed study habits. I spent many nights cramming the night before a test because I didn't learn how to study in high school. No one taught me how to study in college. I did not know how to study for anything. So you'd catch me studying 100 note cards in a night for a test that I could have prepared for weeks in advance. So if you do not have good study habits, practice some. Get them down as quickly as you can because they're going to help you so much. And even if you're like a super great test taker, I would still have some sort of study habits until you know how you're gonna do in college, because their tests are a lot different than they are in high school. I never studied in high school. I would just show up and take a test, and I got through with a decent GPA and I got into college. And then I tried to do that in college, and you know what? My freshman year I had a 2.9. I got it back up to a 3.4 by the end, but I was like, what? No, but I got it up to a 3.4 because I figured out at least some study habits, but it was so hard because I hadn't learned them when I was younger, so I didn't want to study ever. I had to like physically force myself to study because I never wanted to and I didn't see a point in it. And I'm going to tell you there is a point, because you'll do a lot better than me and it'll make getting into grad school a lot simpler and a lot less stressful, I think. Number 2, if you get into a situation where your mental health is not great, get help as quickly as you can. Tell whoever you can. Reach out to your peers, reach out to your professors, reach out to the psychological services that they have on campus. Reach out to whoever you can. I made the mistake of not doing that and I got myself into a bad situation, and obviously I got out of the situation because I'm still here. But if you need help, do not be afraid to tell people, because college is hard. It's probably one of the hardest things you do up till that point. Because before that, if you had a decent upbringing, if you didn't have any like extenuating circumstances, odds are that you were always kind of in a sheltered home where you could be safe. But in college, it's kind of like it's the first time you're on your own. And I personally did not know how to handle that after my parents moved further than an hour and a half away right before I went to college. And so I was like, I don't have a home. But I figured it out. So if you need help, get help. Don't be afraid to ask for it. And don't be afraid to tell your parents. They're going to understand. And they're going to want to help you any way they can. Number 3, enjoy your free time. Enjoy it. Hold on to every minute of free time you have. Because I will tell you this, that I thought when I would get into a full-time job that I would have much more free time than I did in college. I mean, how could I have free time with a part-time job, class, homework, clubs, meh? How could I have more free time then than I do now? Let me tell you, life comes at you fast and you're gonna be working 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 or doing whatever it is you're doing. And it's gonna take up a lot of your day. And then you're gonna have these odd hours to get everything that you want to get done. So enjoy your free time. Relax. Live a little. Say yes to something you wouldn't necessarily say yes to unless it's drugs. Say no to those. Don't do them. Nice. But if you have the opportunity to just relax, let it happen. No, you don't need to stress. The rest of your life will come. I promise it will. I promise. Number 4. Try taking classes, the fun classes. I know that a lot of people go into college and they're like, I just want to get everything done. Just keep going with the process. My best classes in college were my fun classes. I took piano, I took guitar, I took volleyball. What else did I take? I took bowling. I took intro to music and multimedia, which was just like video editing, music development. I was so bad at it, but it was so much fun. So if you have the opportunity to take some fun classes, do that, because it will be some of the best experiences that you have. I made more friends in like my sports classes than I did in any of my other classes. In my guitar class, I learned to play guitar, so that was pretty cool. I'm not great at it, I'm a beginner still, but I couldn't play guitar before I went to college. I also learned how to play piano and kind of took that as a way to express my musical ability, which my brother inherited most of. He's very musically inclined and I'm more athletic than, I wouldn't say I'm more athletic than he is, but I use my athletic gifts more so than he did. But take the fun classes if you can, because they have all sorts of things. They have rock climbing, volleyball, yoga, self-defense. I think they had jujitsu, bowling. They have music classes where you can learn to play an instrument. Like, they have everything. Honestly, go into your class browser and just search something and see what comes up. It'll be worth it, I promise. And the last thing that I learned in college, and I am still paying for today, do not pigeonhole yourself into a specific major. And by specific major, I mean a major that has specific jobs that go with it. Like, if you get a business degree, you can kind of do whatever you want. If you get a general science degree, you can kind of do whatever you want. I got a speech and hearing sciences degree. That means I can go into audiology, speech pathology, research. Either anyway, I would have to go to grad school and get some form of master's or doctorate degree. And I don't even know if I want to do anything with that, but can be exploratory for as long as you can. I went into college as a nursing major, and I was a nursing major for about a month. And then I think I never actually changed my major to exploratory studies, but I was kind of exploratory studies for a while. I ended up in speech and hearing sciences because I thought it was interesting. It was super interesting, but the frustrating part is that if you don't go to get your master's or your doctorate, you're kind of stuck because you can't do any practicing without those degrees. Did I get into audiology school? Yes, I did. But I wanted to be sure that that's something that I wanted to do before I spent 4 years in grad school and thousands of dollars on going to grad school. You know? I just kind of wanted to figure it out, and now I'm even at this point where I'm like, do I want to get a master's in marketing, or do I want to get an MBA, or do I want, that's the same thing I'm pretty sure, an MBA or like a computer science degree, or do I want to go do speech, or do I want to do education? I'm like, I don't freaking know. So if you can, be exploratory studies for as long as you can. Take gen eds, take classes from different majors, find out what you like. I didn't explore my options at all. I went into the first thing that my my advisor put me in because I thought it was interesting. I could have been interested in a lot of different things, but that's just what she put me in. And I was like, yeah, I could make a career out of this. I wish I wouldn't have done that. I wish I would have explored my options more. But at the beginning, if you can be exploratory studies for the first 2 years of college if you need to. That's fine. Like, just do what you have to do. Find what you really love. That's my one tip of advice, because I'm sitting here with my degree that I'm not sure I want to use in the way that I was intended to use it, and I think I want to go get a degree in something completely unrelated. So sometimes that's just the way it is. Your path will come, your time will come. It'll all happen how it needs to, and I'm sure that this happened the way it happened for me because there's something greater down the road. I can't see it yet. I'm literally 22, 3 months out of college. It's fine. So if you can, be exploratory studies, explore all of the majors that you possibly could be interested in, if time allowing, and don't rush. So thank you for sitting here listening to me rant about college for about 10 minutes. Thank you for coming back again today. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I will see you back here again tomorrow. Bye!